Hi everyone, and welcome to week 8 of our Hometown Charm Sew Along, hosted by Pat Sloan at her website ilovetomakequilts.com. This week we want to talk about good neighbours. So if you haven't done so already, jump over to Pat's website ilovetomakequilts.com, download this week's free pattern, come back here and I'll show you how to do it. As always, we begin with all of our pieces cut out. This week I have cut everything out as per the pattern. As there are no shortcuts or hints and tips I can give you on this one. For this block, we're basically making up one large snowball unit and 2 sew and flips, and we'll start with the large sew and flip. We take the smaller squares and we draw a diagonal line corner to corner. We place those on each end of the large rectangle, making sure we get the direction correct as per the pattern. We'll then move on and get the other unit ready. In this instance, we're only going to be able to put one of the small squares on as we are making a flying geese unit and we can't sew both at the same time. We'll then attach all of the smaller squares to the large square to make our snowball block for the center. We'll then take it all to the machine and stitch, remembering to go just to the outside of the drawn line to allow for fabric take up in the fold over. Let's go. So as you saw there, I got everything ready up front and sewed as much as I could with all of our sew and flips up until this point. With the smaller section at the top, as I said, because it overlaps like a flying geese unit, which it is, we have to do the second block. After we check that we have maintained our squareness and trimmed away the excess, we can then sew on the other side, press everything out and trim away all our excess pieces. Oops, I didn't quite get that one. You can see here I have a little bit of overhang, so I'm just going to unpick that one, resew it, and we'll be back on schedule. With all of our pieces made now, we can lay out the block, and in a fashion this is going to be sewn together as a 9 patch, as we have 3 pieces across the top, 3 pieces in the middle and 3 at the bottom. They're just not equal parts, but it will go together the same way as a 9 patch. Once I've got it laid out, we'll start by sewing all of the vertical seams and then the horizontal seams, and we'll be done. Let's go! And what would one of my videos be without a little bit of seam clipping? I'm just clipping in between the two seams on each of these blocks so that I can flip the part under the flying geese down and the outside edges up. That way, once again, I get a nice flat seam with no resistance against bulk in any direction. I'll flip that over and show you what that looks like before moving on to the piece underneath. Thanks for joining me again this week, folks. And remember, this weekend, no tricks, just treats. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye for now.